vocabulary questions, right? So for this live session, we are actually doing this 1200 grammar and vocabulary questions ebook. Hello, warning, I'm teacher Rin, right? It's probably my first time seeing you in my live session. Right, usually you appear in teacher Yahweh's live. Okay, yes. So those of you who are new here, welcome. Okay, we are doing these questions from our ebook, which is 1200 grammar and vocabulary questions. So those of you who are new here, remember to follow us, like and share the live with your friends if you find that it will be helpful for your revision. Okay, especially for P6 students, right? This is very important for you because this is the last leap of your primary 6 journey before your PSLE exams, right? So how do you get these ebooks, right? So let me just direct you to our TikTok page quickly. Okay, let me look for TikTok. Okay, so TikTok over here. Oh no, click on the ad. Okay, yes. So over here you see Writers at Work, right? Just click on the link in our bio. You will be directed to this page and you see we have an ebook store for those of you who are interested to purchase our ebooks. You can go to our ebook store to browse around, so we can click on the primary section. And over here we will have several helpful resources and made to the latest edition. So for this ACE PSLE English top exam strategies and cheat sheets, right, this will be very helpful for students who like to self-study. So if you are a student that you are very confident in your English already, however sometimes you make careless mistakes that makes you actually jump from AL1 to AL2 just because of a careless mistake, right? This cheat sheets package will be very good for you to remind you, right, of certain grammar rules that you have to take note of, as well as just strategies for different segments of your paper. Okay, and those of you who are interested, you can purchase the bundle, which we are running a sale. It consists of this Mastering Phrasal Verbs ebook, this student handbook that consists of more than 800 phrasal verbs for you to look through. And learning the different meanings of phrasal verbs will definitely help you in a way, right, when you are doing your Compre Close or your grammar MCQs. So today, our ebook we are doing is this 1200 grammar and vocabulary questions, right? So 1200 grammar and vocab questions consist of only MCQ and grammar close blanks, yes. So later on when we are doing the questions, you can see how this book will look like and how it will be very important for you to remember and do some of the grammar questions consistently to remember the grammar rules. Okay, so this is our 2025 bestseller, right? It consists of 1200 questions. So by the time you complete this 1200 questions set, you are all set to go for your PSLE because it will be very straightforward for you to identify a certain pattern or questions that will appear in the paper too. Alright, so let's go on to this practice first. Right, let's start with question number 1. Okay, question 1. Brian, together with his classmates, blank prepared for Mr. Goh's pop quiz yesterday. So blank prepared for Mr. Goh's pop quiz yesterday, right? We have several keywords over here to take note of. So we do have this yesterday, which is indicating past tense. Okay, we also have the 2 commas over here, right? The 2 commas, Brian. Okay, and this will be additional information. Together with his classmates, this is additional information. So what would the answer for question number 1 be? Okay, since yesterday is past tense, we can easily cross out option number 1 and 2. Right, by doing MCQ often, you know how to eliminate answers based on the clues that they give us. Okay, so anyone wants to try? How about warning? Hello, warning. Do you want to try answering this question? Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to the live. Hi, Bob and team. Sorry I missed out on your comment previously. Hello. Okay, yes. Hello, Sarah. Hello, Brian. Hi, Erica. Okay, so we are doing 1,200 grammar and vocabulary questions, right? I think most of you are still currently in school, but it's a Friday, so usually primary school students would end slightly earlier, right? Hello, Extusa. Hello, Juju. Welcome to our live. Ozil! Oh my goodness, Ozil! Hello! Long time no see, Ozil, once again. Okay, hello. So, right, we are at question number 1. So, for this question over here, Brian is singular. Right, we only focus on Brian. This is singular. Okay, so what would the answer be? Thunder, morning mate. Okay, good morning, Thunder. Today, early dismissal. What's the occasion? What's the occasion for early dismissal today? What's the occasion, Ozil? Oh, sports day, I see. How was it? Right. Did y'all have inter-class competition for this case? Okay. Yes, so welcome those of you who are new here. Remember to follow us. Correct me if I'm wrong, the fastest way to improve in English is by reading more books. No, you're not wrong, right? I definitely would encourage people to read more books when you want to improve in your English, because by reading books, right, what you're looking at is sentence structuring. You're also looking at new vocabulary words to improve your vocabulary bank. And lastly, maybe creativity, right? By reading more books, it will definitely help, especially for compo writing, or maybe even forming appropriate sentences with some words that you never even seen before. Right, so reading books is actually very good. Hello, hello. Hey, Ozil says option number 3. Yes, thank you, Ozil. So for this question over here, right, we are looking at Brian only, and the answer is past tense. So because of the answer, because of the clues that they give us and the additional information between the two commas, we are only focusing on Brian as the subject of the question. So therefore, the answer will be option number 3. Ozil is correct. Okay, adios. Okay, bye bye. Yes. Question number 2. All the students felt discouraged blank their school badminton teams lost to their rivals. Okay, discouraged blank. Okay, question number 3. No, it's not number 4. Is this Emin Jason? Or is this Emin Jean? Okay, hello. Hi, TikToker Momosana and Kate. Okay, question number 2. Right, discouraged blank something. So all the students felt discouraged. We are looking at a preposition over here, right? So you cannot be discouraged in the school team, okay? Because this feeling is caused by this, right? So it's a cause and effect question. Therefore, it will be option number 3. It's pretty straightforward. Okay, I love wow, wow. Thank you. Yes. Okay, I'm glad that you can learn new things. Hi, Thunder. Oh, thank you for the gifts. I just saw it. Right, happy Friday. Yes. I hope you're enjoying your Friday as well. Right, yet another week has passed. Right, it's almost to the half of 2025 already. Right, it feels like a blink of an eye. We are already at like the midway mark of 2025. So question number 3, Wen Ling blank her grandmother fortnightly as she wants to spend time with her. Where is the young boy teacher? Oh, the young boy teacher will be live later on. Okay, he will be live later on. You can join his live, teacher Yahweh's live, right? I believe we are referring to Yahweh. So question number 3, the answer will be Right, fortnightly. This visiting the grandmother fortnightly would refer to it being a present tense. Okay, this is the present tense. You're also online teacher. Yes, I'm teacher Rin. Right. Okay, welcome user 283. Okay, so this is a hint. She wants to spend time with her. This is already in present tense. And Wenling is singular. Okay, Wenling is singular. So if Wenling is singular, what would the answer be for question number 3? Okay, option number 3, visited her grandmother fortnightly as she wants to spend time with her. User 283. So for option number 3, because this is in past tense, right? However, the question gives us the context that it is in present tense. So do you think you want to try answering again? I give you a chance to change your answer. Okay, I give you a chance to change your answer. Hello, Aini. Thank you for following us. Yes, very good, user 283. That is the correct answer. So Wenling visits her grandmother fortnightly. Okay, what does fortnightly mean? Do you know what does fortnightly mean? Okay, those of you who are new here, right? We are doing 1,200 grammar and vocabulary questions from this ebook that we have. So if you're interested in purchasing the ebook, feel free to let me know in the comments down below as well. Okay, so do you know what does fortnight mean? Right, every fortnight. This means every 2 weeks. Okay, every 2 weeks. So every fortnight means Wenling only visits her grandmother once every 2 weeks. Okay, question number 4. They went to the park earlier today. Blank they. Okay, question 4. Right, this is our favorite question, which is the question tag question. Okay, so for question tag, right, they went to the park earlier today. This is in positive. So we are looking at negative over here. So what would you think the answer would be for question number 4? Okay, Mr. A, thank you for your answer. Didn't they? Yes, very good. So why would it be option number 3? We know we can cross out 1 and 2 because we are looking for the negative over here, and these are in positive form, so we can just cross it out, right? So went actually refers to they did go to the park earlier today, which gives us the answer as option number 3. Question 5. You blank have completed the assignment by now. It was due yesterday. Madam Go cheated Jack. Okay, so you blank have. This is an expectation. This is an expectation. Mr. A, very good. Okay, you should have completed the assignment by now. So the answer is option number 4. Okay, you should have completed the assignment by now. Question 6. We don't have blank time to pack for the road trip. We better get started on it, exclaimed Andy's mother. Okay, so means that they're already running out of time, right? Hi Regina, thank you for following us. Okay, I hope this live will be helpful for all of you, and thank you all for following us if you are new here. Right, remember to share the live with your friends who you think that it can be helpful as well. Okay, Mr. A says it's option 2. We don't have much time. Yes, very good. So because, why is the answer option number 2? Time is uncountable. Okay, time is uncountable. So because time is uncountable, therefore the answer has to be option number 6. Question 7. Please pick up after blank. Mrs. Raju reminded her class before they left the campsite. Okay, so you can see this is actually a speech, right? So there's an inverted comma, means that Mrs. Raju is directing this speech to her class. Oops, we are lagging. Okay, please give us a while to reconnect. Right, for those of you who are on YouTube, yes, okay, we have reconnected. Hello, hello everyone. Okay, I hope everyone is still here. So please pick up after blank. So she is reminding the class, right? So it means that she is directing her words. See, she's directing her words to this to her class over here. Any idea what the answer can be for question number 7? Okay, question 7. Okay, so option number 1, myself. This is definitely wrong because Mrs. Raju is not reminding herself, right? She's reminding her class. So option number 1 definitely has to be eliminated. After ourselves. Okay, this is possible. However, because she is reminding the class, which means that she is not including herself in that reminder. Okay, so it definitely has to be option number 3. Please pick up after yourselves. Mrs. Raju reminded her class before they left the campsite. Okay, so please pick up after themselves. This is reminding let's say reminding another group of people that she's referring to something else, right? So this is wrong. Hello, Mr. A. Sorry, we disconnected shortly previously, just now. So welcome back to the live. Alright, we are doing question number 8 now. So blank, she spent countless hours preparing for her presentation. She still felt nervous. Haha, it's okay. Mr. A, are you a student or are you just an adult doing this for fun? Right? Just a question, because sometimes some viewers actually like to rekindle their memories from primary school, right? To do some grammar together. Okay, so for question number 8, oh, second one I see. Okay, it must be fun though, right? To see all these MCQ questions once again. You never ever get to do these papers once you graduate from maybe even, I think even primary school, because in secondary school students they will be doing editing practices and compre OE only. They won't be seeing grammar MCQs. Yeah, so for question number 8, right, blank, she spent countless hours preparing for her presentation. She still felt nervous. Hello, Charlene, welcome. Has school ended for you already? Right? He seems to be early today. Hi. So blank, she spent countless hours. Oh, you're still in school. Okay, so she still felt nervous. This indicates that even though, right? So even though she spent countless hours, she still felt nervous. Oh, I think I gave away the answer. Oh, you are sick. I see. Get well soon, Charlene. Okay, question number 8. Any idea? Right, spending countless hours means that you expect yourself to not feel nervous because you are already very well prepared of it. Okay, so the answer for this question is actually though. Yes, Shahira, thank you for your answer. The correct answer will be option number 3. So, though she spent countless hours preparing for her presentation, she still felt nervous. Question 9. The committee blank members are all students. Organize the charity event. Okay, question 9. The committee blank members are all students. So what do you think the answer will be for this question over here? Right, take some time to think it through. So this is actually a little trickier compared to usually when we are referring to people. Now we are talking about committee. So would it be option number 2 or option number 4? Shania, welcome. Hello, hello. It's good to see all of you here. Okay, Shania say whose. Okay, any more answers from the rest of you who are doing this practice together, or any reasoning why you chose this answer? Okay, for question number 9, the committee. Which? Okay, so I have two different answers now. So would the answer be which or whose? Okay, so it's actually option number 4, because we are talking about a pronoun that shows possession. So this committee consists of the members, right? The members belong in the committees, which is why we use whose instead of which. But for this case, which will refer to things, right? So let's see the maybe the building, right? The building which consists of many tables or many rooms, right? So that will be which, because the building is not something that groups people around. So moving on to question 10. The twins blank to represent the nation in football since primary 5, announced the commentator. Hello user, thank you for following us. Right, welcome to our live session. We are doing 1200 grammar and vocabulary questions. So the twins. Okay, this is a question that we have to look very carefully. Since primary 5, this means that it's still ongoing now. Okay, this is still ongoing now. Have been training. Very good, Shahira. Okay, present perfect continuous tense. So it happened, it started in the past, and it's still happening now, right? They're still training to represent the nation. Okay, so now we are all at grammar close. So let's try this grammar close practice together. Right, looking at this first blank. So football, sometimes called soccer, is the world's most popular sport. Played by millions around the world, it is blank game that requires skill and teamwork. Okay, A, option A, Shania and Shahira. Okay, very good. It is a game, right? A game that requires skill and teamwork. Blank the start of a match, teams line up and the referee blows a whistle to signal the kick-off. Okay, blank the start of a match. Okay, so we need a preposition to indicate the start of something, right? So yes, Shania, thank you for your answer. The answer will be option D. Okay, the start of the match, teams line up and the referee blows a whistle to signal the kickoff. The aim is to score goals, blank getting the ball into the opposing team's net. Okay, score goals in getting the ball into the opposing team's net. Is it in? Right, we are trying to use the method, right? Scoring goals. So the correct answer is actually option F, right? Score goals by. Wrong. Yes, Shahira, I'm glad you realized. Okay, so the correct answer is actually option F. Okay, however, their players' blank roles is to defend their goal to prevent opponents from scoring. So, however, there are players' blank role is to defend their goal. Okay, there are players whose role, yes, whose role is to defend their goal to prevent opponents from scoring. Players primarily use their feet to move the ball. Blank, they can also use their heads or torsos. Okay, so mainly use their feet. Okay, but we're showing a contrast over here. So the answer will be C, as they can also use their heads or torsos. Okay, does Shahira has an answer? Okay, so we are talking about contrast, right? Mainly you use your feet. However, we are showing this difference that you can also use your heads or torsos. Yes, okay, but it's actually the correct answer in this case. So they primarily use their feet to move the ball, but they can also use their heads or torsos. Coaches strategize and focus on blank players' strengths. So we are talking about individual over here because of this apostrophe S. So let's write down individual. Okay, so the correct answer for this question. Okay, let's see. Shahira says each. How about Shania? Okay, Shania also says it's G. Very good. So we are talking about each individual player's strengths, right? So they often make player substitutions during the game to bring fresh energy and tactics blank the field. Okay, we are looking at preposition here. Okay, you bring the fresh energy and tactics in the field, right? Is it in the field, right? Do we go in the field? Is there a better preposition we can use for this question? Right, this is a hint. Onto, yes, thank you, Shania. So the correct answer for this case is bring fresh energy and tactics onto the field. Okay, so bring these onto the field. Okay, moving on to question 18. The sport is governed by International Football Association Board. Blank made a set of rules known as the laws of the game. Okay, so which made a set of rules? Very good. So P is the correct answer. Right, which, because we are referring to this board over here, right? They are just a board that made a set of rules. So blank rules ensure fair play and safety. Okay, blank rules. Okay, we are referring to the specific set of rules. So yes, hello Raja. Okay, all of you are correct. In this case, it's those rules ensure fair play and safety for all players. Football is not blank a sport, but also a global event. Okay, oops. So this is a keyword that we can always use together. Not something, but also. Right, you can always see this in synthesis and transformation questions as well. So it will be not only, yes, very good. Right, not only, but also a global event that brings people together, fosters community spirit, and inspires millions, whether played in a local park or on the grand stage of the World Cup. Football has a special place in the hearts of fans all around the world. Okay, very good. So we are done with grammar clues. And hi everyone, welcome to our live session. Right, so we are doing 1200 grammar and vocabulary practice from our 1200 grammar and vocabulary ebook. So this ebook will look like this, right? If you are new here and you have never seen any of our ebooks before, right, this is a chance for you to get to know us better. And we do have English enrichment programs. What's upcoming is the June holiday program that we are offering. So if you are a PSLE student or maybe just primary school student who are struggling to maybe find a way to improve your English, you can join us to find out more. Okay, so just WhatsApp our number at 84049281 to ask any questions that you have or to register for our courses. Okay, and if you have any questions with regards to these ebooks, right, please feel free to let me know in the comments, or you can also WhatsApp us, right, for more information. So this 1200 grammar and vocabulary question ebook consists of grammar MCQ, grammar close, vocabulary MCQ, as well as vocabulary close questions. Right, those of you who are interested, just feel free to browse through the browse through the ebook store, right, we do have several products that you have actually seen before in other live sessions as well, right? So what we have done previously was the synthesis and transformation questions, as well as the comprehension close questions that we did yesterday. Okay, so all of these ebooks are available on our ebook store, and if you are looking for papers to just practice and brush up on your English skills, especially those who are already starting on your PSLE revision, right, you're done learning all of the syllabus already, right, it's time for you to start doing all of these practice papers in order to secure your desired results. Okay, so let's go back to this. We are now at vocabulary MCQ. So, Mr. Mohan was not wealthy, but he found blank in spending quality time with his family, which mattered more than material things. Okay, but he found blank in spending quality time with his family. Okay, so we are talking about the feeling, right, of how you think that spending quality time would make you feel content. Yes, okay, he was satisfied, right, with just spending quality time, quality time with his family. So this is actually hatred. This refers to hatred for something. Amusement, finding amusement in spending quality time is a little um let's say it's not the best word we can use for this blank over here. Amusement is usually used for something that is more like enjoyment. Okay, so accomplishment, you don't really accomplish much, right? Finding accomplishment. Lucky you never say quarantine time. Oh, yes. Thank you, user 366. Yes, it almost slipped out of my mouth. So, quality time, right? Not quarantine time. And let's go on to question 22. Gwen protested blank after being accused of stealing her sister's pocket money. So protested blank, right? We are looking at a word to describe how she protested after being accused. Hey, Shania, fast as usual, right? Fast with your answers. So in exams, right, if you are very confident with the question and answer, you can just eliminate the wrong options like how we are always doing. So we definitely can eliminate option 4. Nonchalantly means like you don't really care, right? You can also eliminate energetically, because why are you so happy and energetic about being accused? So it's either hesitantly or indignantly. This is also wrong, because hesitant means that she's very uncertain of whether she wants to protest. However, because you are being accused, right, you have to actually fight for yourself in a sense, especially for those with siblings at home, right? Those students who have siblings, definitely when you get scolded by your parents, sometimes you would stand up for yourself. Okay, question 23. The once grand mansion now stands blank after years of disrepair and neglect. Okay, the once blank mansion, grand mansion now stands blank. So we are talking about a word that describes the grand mansion because of this reason over here. Okay, so this reason actually helps us find the answer for the blank in question 23. So any idea what the answer can be for this question? 3. Dilapidated. Very good. Okay. So Shania is once again correct. So dilapidated means that the grand mansion is because something is not taken care of and you didn't repair, right? Over time it definitely would get older and rustier. Pristine means to be quite in a tip-top condition, right? Haunted in this case is more of the scary type. If you know haunted shows, haunted house, right? Those are some of the things that you can see in your daily life, the words that you get encountered with. So dilapidated is one of the newer words that you may not have read before, or it's the first time seeing these kind of words, right? Don't worry, you just have to cross out the words that you think is definitely wrong to derive your answer via elimination, as usual for vocabulary. Right, picturesque, this definitely means to be very beautiful, just like a picture. So moving on to question 24. Upon seeing a black dog menacingly approach her, Julie cautiously blank. Okay, Julie cautiously blank. Okay, backed away. So why would the answer be option 3? Right, that is correct, Shania. So these are called phrasal verbs, okay? These phrases are what we call phrasal verbs. And for students who are not confident in your phrasal verbs, it's time to brush up on some of your vocabulary with our phrasal verbs guidebook from our ebook store. Okay, so what does backed up mean? Okay, backed up usually means to back up some photos into the cloud drive, or you back someone up, right? You stand up for someone. Okay, so that's what backup means, right? It's like I backed him up when he got bullied. So standing up for someone. Okay, back up means to actually exit or quit. Okay, and back down means to surrender, give up. So this is all the answers and explanations for the options for this vocabulary question. Right, going on to question 25. Nick was awestruck and felt like blank after relocating from his tiny village to the bustling city. Nick was awestruck and felt like something after relocating from his tiny village to the bustling city. So now we are looking at idioms, right, to show us how he feels when he changed an environment that he was living in. Okay, so let me see. Okay, hi, welcome everyone. Right, those of you who are new here, we are doing 1200 grammar and vocabulary questions. So if you are interested in purchasing any of these ebooks, feel free to let me know in the comments below or ask any questions with regards to the questions in the ebook as well. Okay, so this question is slightly trickier. So if you need a hint or you want to ask for a meaning of one of the options, feel free to comment below as well. Right. Okay, hello. Hello, cute emoji. Hi, user 283. Hello. Okay, hi, Moon Tong. Hi, Desmond. Hi, Kate. Hi, Rachel. Okay, welcome to our live. Alright, so we are doing 1200 grammar and vocabulary questions that comes from our ebook over here. So here is a way of how you can get to our ebook store. Right, basically you can just go to our Writers at Work main page that you can see over here. So from our post above there, you can see that we have a link over here in our bio. Just click on this link tree, right? You can just see all of them under this page, and our ebook store is right here. Okay, right below our website. Okay, just click on the ebook store button and let it load for a while. Yes, that's you, Admin Jean. Okay, so this is the page that we have for our ebook store, and you can just browse through all of the possible resources that you find. Oh, this can be helpful for me for PSLE, right? We have new syllabus PSLE oral questions, right? Especially for the 2025 PSLE takers. Please take note that this year your PSLE oral will be slightly different from the previous years, where you have a heavier weightage as well as different type of photo stimulus. So previous years you see posters, right? You see posters for PSLE, and now you will actually be given a photograph instead of posters. So we will be following a new format of photo stimulus to answer oral questions. Just take note of this, and it will be included as 4 mock practice questions in this PSLE oral ebook as well, right? And O-level students, don't worry, we do have your O-level resources over here as well. So this is for O-level oral, right? You can feel free to browse through our products as well. For O-level students who are unsure of how to revise for oral, this will be very good and beneficial for you, right? So once you purchase it, you immediately get to access it via this ebook store, and you can download the videos to watch repeatedly. So it's not just a one-time use, it can be for life. So you can see that this is an example of answering the O-level oral model answers confidently in karaoke style videos. Right, so we have the questions written out for you of each and every response that we have recorded. Okay, and here is the sample page of the model response that we have provided you in the ebook store for you to refer to when you are unsure of how the inside of the ebook would look like. So now we are talking about this sample page. We can also look at the PSLE ebook. Right, the PSLE one will also be similar, just that it has slightly lesser videos because O-level have 5 days of oral examinations, but PSLE one has 2. Right, but this is definitely very helpful for the students who are not confident in speaking up. Right, following this video, you are able to learn how to speak on pace, right? You don't actually speak too fast, or you don't actually speak too slowly as well. So here are the things, and we actually have a sample page for the P6 students to refer to as well. Okay, and we have a free video resource just for you. So you can just click on this button over here to check out our oral videos on YouTube. Okay, so let's go back to our 1000 series. So if you click on primary level, you can just scroll and find that we have different segments of our paper 2 broken down into 1000 practice questions. So those of you who only want to focus on specific revision topics, just like synthesis maybe, right, you're unsure of where to find proper books or maybe resources to practice on some of your synthesis and transformations, this will be very, very helpful for you. Right, 1000 PSLE synthesis and transformation questions. So by looking at this, we have vocabulary only as well. So what we are doing right now is actually our newest product this year. So it includes grammar and vocabulary questions, and don't worry, this product will not overlap with our 1000 PSLE grammar as well as 1000 PSLE vocab. Right, so they are not going to overlap. So if you want to purchase these books, or you want to purchase the 1200, but you said that, oh, I have actually bought this before, right? Don't need to worry. This 2 or 3 ebooks in fact do not have overlapping content, so you can actually buy all 3 to practice on your MCQs together. Okay, so this PSLE model compositions, right, this is our ebook that consists of 25 model compos for you to browse through and maybe remember some of the keywords and phrases from the compo in order to maybe write better, or learning how to structure your compositions into the different paragraphs is very, very important as well. Okay, so this is actually some of the samples excerpts, right? So not sure if you can see. Over here, you can say that, oh, this is some of the compo headings, right? So if we look at Grandpa's Secret, the model composition excerpt, right? This is how a segment of this model compo looks like, and it will definitely, you can definitely see the difference between a normal composition versus a more advanced with more vocabulary ranging from, not just repeating the normal words like excited, you use more advanced vocabulary. Okay, so let's see this. These are the samples that we have from this Model Compo ebook. Okay, so we have them all here. We have them all here. Alright, just click on our ebook store button and you can just feel free to browse through this anytime, anywhere. Okay, back to our 1200 questions. Now we are at this question, the idioms question. Right, Nick was awestruck and felt like blank after relocating from his tiny village. So Nick was awestruck and felt like blank. Right. So how did Nick feel? Okay, how did Nick feel? So we are using this description. So if you are really unsure of how you can answer this kind of questions, you can derive the meanings from just the words alone as well. Okay, we're disconnecting. Okay, yes, we are back. So over here, Nick was awestruck and felt like blank after relocating from his tiny village to the bustling city. So it will actually be a fish out of water. Okay, so why would the answer be fish out of water? Because when a fish is out of water, you can see that it's not in its normal living environment, right? The fish lives in water. So when it's out of water, it will be flopping on the floor. So any answers? Okay, so Nick was awestruck and felt like a fish out of water after relocating from his tiny village to the bustling city. Okay, so in Singapore, volunteers from the World Wildlife Fund are using artificial intelligence to stop the illegal trading of wild animals online. The AI tool meticulously scans websites like Shopee and Facebook Marketplace before flagging illegal listings with incredible accuracy. Even when sellers try to hide what they are selling by using emojis or secret code words, the AI tool helps volunteers to quickly locate genuine threats. These volunteers, called cyber spotters, then review such listings for evidence before reporting them promptly. Okay, so let's look at question 26. Right, the AI tool meticulously scans websites. So meticulous means to be very detailed, right? When you're very meticulous about something, it means that you You actually care about every nook and cranny. So this means to be very careful. The AI tool meticulously scans websites like Shopee and Facebook Marketplace before flagging illegal listings with incredible accuracy. Okay, flagging. So this is the word that we are looking for, a synonym for question 27. So what would it be? Okay, when you flag out something, it means that you notice something, right? And then you want to point it out. Okay, so the answer for this question is actually identifying. So when you flag out something, it means that you identified something and you pointed out on something, right? So for this question over here, it definitely is not option number one. When you flag something out, it's not just about reading it, right? You identified an error or mistake. So by flagging out, so in this question, they say flagging illegal listings. So it's not just reading them, right? It's more of um, noticing and pointing it out so people are aware. And deleting is definitely wrong. When you flag something out, it's not just removing it. Exhibiting will be to showcase, but flagging out is not to showcase something. So it definitely would not be option number 3, which leaves us with only one possible answer. So you see, when you're doing grammar and vocabulary questions, a lot of the answers can be derived from just elimination alone. Right. So if you are not confident, let's say you are considering between several options, just eliminate the ones that you find that, oh, this is definitely not possible to be put in this blank or context over here. Okay, question 28. So the AI tools help volunteers to quickly locate genuine threats. Okay, genuine. So we are talking about the threats in AI, or maybe in the cyber world, right? So we have to find a synonym for this. Hello. Hello, welcome to our live. Right, we are doing 1200 grammar and vocabulary questions. Okay, so which of these words actually has a similar or almost same meaning as the word genuine? Okay, for question 28, right? When something is genuine, right, it's actually the real one, right? So actual would be the correct answer for this case. So the actual, let's see, actual threats. So you quickly locate the real threats, not just false alarm. So these volunteers called cyber spotters then review such listings for evidence before reporting them promptly. Okay, now we are saying reporting something promptly. Okay, sorry, reporting something promptly. So question 29, when you are very prompt with something, it's almost instant, right? Being prompt means that you are very fast and on time. So reporting promptly would tell us that it is 4. Immediately. Yes. Okay, so reporting something promptly means that it's almost as quick as you can. So it will be immediately. Thank you, Raja, for your answer. Launched in collaboration with AI Singapore in 2023, this initiative aims to fully automate the detection process. So this initiative, okay, question 30, this initiative. One, this initiative, this plan. Yes, okay, so this initiative means that it's a plan to do something, right? Or something that they came up with to in order to counter a problem. So that's correct, Raja. Okay, so we are done with our vocabulary close. We are now moving on to our next segment over here, which is our grammar MCQ once again. Alright, so let's start off with the first question. So either Belinda or her twin brothers blank attending the birthday party next Saturday. Next Saturday, this is present tense, right? It hasn't occurred yet, it is in next week. Next Saturday. Okay, for question 1 over here, we are looking at present tense and either Belinda or her twin brothers. So twin brothers is 2 people. So for 2 people, it is plural form. Okay, so since it is plural and present tense, we can easily cross out 3 and 4 because option 3 and 4 is past tense, right? So now we are left with 1 and 2, and because of the plural, the answer will be option number 2, are attending the birthday party. Okay, question 2, Uncle Jim showed blank concern for the injured bird he found in the garden, eagerly seeking ways to help it recover. Okay, question number 2, Uncle Jim showed blank concern for the injured bird he found in the garden. He showed blank concern. So concern is uncountable in this case. Uncountable. Right, Uncle Jim showed blank concern for the injured bird he found in the garden, eagerly seeking ways to help it recover. So he is trying really hard, right, to help the bird recover. Therefore, it will be option number 4. Very good. Okay, so much concern because he's very enthusiastic about trying to make the bird recover. So we are going on to question number 3. Auntie Brenda blank bag was stolen yesterday, was very upset by her loss. Okay, so Auntie Brenda, right, blank bag was stolen yesterday. This bag belongs to Auntie Brenda. So because the bag belongs to her, right, and bag is not a person, we can eliminate whom and which because she is a noun, a person. Right, so it cannot be option number 3 because which would be referring to non-living or maybe more of objects, right? So when is also wrong in this case because Auntie Brenda is not a timing. So the only proper answer we have for this question is actually option number 4. Alright, so for those of you who are new here, welcome to our live. Thank you for joining us and sharing our live sessions with your friends or family. Please feel free to follow us because we have daily live English session for you to actually join us and answer our questions with different live hosts. Right, later on we do have other live sessions by our various live hosts, so you can stay tuned to join us for more. Right, remember to follow us for all our notifications and contents as well. We are currently going through 1200 grammar and vocabulary practice questions. Right, this comes from our ebook, which you can get via our ebook store over here. So what you can see on our page for TikTok, right, is the post, and our link in bio is just right here. So you just click on it and you will be directed to this page. Afterwards, you can click on our ebook store, and from there on you can browse through all of the products and see which suits your learning needs, right? So some of you will be looking for maybe revision for composition. So if you are looking for compo revision, we do have model compositions for you to look at, right? If you're looking to revise for your oral, right, we have our oral model responses for you. And for those who are weaker in your grammar and vocabulary, don't worry, this is perfect for you. So all the students have different strengths and weaknesses, right? So when you are actually studying for PSLE, don't feel that just because you are strong in a certain area doesn't mean that you cannot revise for it. When you are strong in a certain part, you are prone to making more careless mistakes, right? Let's say you are very strong in your grammar. However, you may overlook some of the very important hints and cost you 1 mark, which is a very valuable mark for everyone, right? Every student in PSLE would cherish that 1 mark. So this is something to take note of. And students who wants to self-study and you are looking for resources to help to boost your self-study momentum, right? This is PSLE English strategies and cheat sheets is very helpful for you, right? Especially if you are studying on the bus, on the go, right? Maybe in transport, on the car. This is just a cheat sheet guidebook to remind yourself, right, of some of the rules and tips that you have to take note of when doing the exams. So we have all of the things covered for you. So just feel free to let me know if you are interested in any of these ebooks or how to get to this ebook store page. Right, we are currently running a sale. So the sale runs from now until 30th of June. Right, we have this bundle price for phrasal verbs and our ACE PSLE English exam cheat sheets. So those of you who are interested, you should grab yours now today at our ebook store. If you're unsure of how to get there, just feel free to WhatsApp us or you let me know in the comments down below, right? We can get to the bookstore from this Linktree link, or you can even just go to the Google search bar and search it up. Okay, it's very accessible. And once you purchase it, you have a lifetime access to the ebooks. Okay, back to this grammar question. So now we are at question number 4. Okay, Mr. Jeremy, together with his students, blank 3 times a week since term 1. Okay, so you see this question is slightly trickier with several hints and traps around, right? Since term 1, this means what? Happened in the past. Happened in the past, but it's still ongoing. Okay, happened in the past, but still ongoing. So for question number 4, Mr. Jeremy, 1 person. Singular. Why? Why is it singular? Because we ignore this additional information together with his students bounded by the commas. Right, so the answer will be has been jogging. Okay, question number 5. My parents continued with the spring cleaning, blank being tired. So, you continue spring cleaning. This is a very tiring activity, especially if there's a lot of things to clear, right? But you are tired. So, this implies a contrast. Okay, so it's not until being tired because they were already tired, right? But they still continued. So, we are looking at something that can bring these 2 points together with a contrasting word. Okay, Milo Dinosaur, hello. So option number 2, despite being tired. Yes, that is correct. Okay, so despite shows that there is a contrast, right? Even though they were tired, they still continued doing the spring cleaning. Okay, very good. So question number 6, the principal blank an important speech. Now, please stop talking. The prefect reminded the students. Now means it's currently happening. He is currently happening. So for question number 6, what would the answer be? 3 is giving an important speech now. Very good. Okay, so is giving because it is currently happening. So it will not be option number 4. So this is where many students will get wrong because they will mix these two questions options up. Right? Some of you will think that, oh, the principal will be giving an important speech. Now, please stop talking. This sounds correct. However, because of this word now, it implies that it is currently happening. So this actually means that it is more of the future, right? Maybe in a minute's time. So take note of this because sometimes students can get tricked by this question. Okay, question 7. The 10 pieces of luggage blank loaded onto the van earlier. Okay, so 10 pieces of luggage, right? This is 10 items plural. Okay, earlier implies that it is in past tense, right? Just now. Earlier means just now. Okay, so for plural and past tense, right, since it's past, let's eliminate the past tense ones first. Okay, so we can, eliminate the present tense. So since we are left with option 3 and 4, because of this, the answer will be option number 4. Okay, you can either choose to eliminate the plural form first, which is 2 and, the singular form, which is 1 and 3. So if you eliminate 1 and 3, we are left with 2 and 4, and we look at past tense, so the answer will still be option number 4. Okay, very straightforward. Let's go on to question number 8. Ting arranged the flowers on the table, blank she, Leo asked. So this is a positive and this is negative, right? We are looking at question tag. So when we are looking at this type of question, we need to know that what is the word over here. They didn't tell us whether it will be Ting is arranged the flowers, she did arrange, she was arranged, or she does arrange, right? But we definitely know it's not 1 or 4. Okay, so arrange is actually in past tense, which means that we can also rephrase it as Ting did arrange the flowers. Okay, Ting did arrange the flowers on the table, didn't she? Which gives us option number 1 as the correct answer. So question number 9, you blank past the stage 1 of the Swim Safer test if you want to be excused from the school's basic swimming program. So you blank past this if you want to be excused. So there's only one way to be excused, which is to pass this Swim Safer test, right? So in primary school, most of you actually have experience going to Swim Safer. right? So most of you would know that this is compulsory. If it's something compulsory, we are saying that it has to be a definitive answer. So it wouldn't be you can pass this if you want to be excused, right? How about no, right? What if you don't pass? Does it mean you still can go? So it's not very firm in the answer, which is why the answer will be option number 3. You must pass the stage 1 of the swim safer test if you want to be excused from the school's basic swimming program. Question 10. If you blank to your elder sister's advice of putting on the gloves, you would not have scalded yourself. Okay, so now we are talking about something that happened before this, right? Before scalding yourself. So in this case, you have to take very careful note about the tenses of the question. So you would not have scalded. This is already in the past tense, right? Which gives us to past perfect over here. Okay, so you had listened to your elder sister's advice. Okay, definitely not present tense because this happened before this. And the second event was already in past tense, so the first event has to be in the past perfect tense. Okay, so now we are at the next part over here, which is grammar clues. Okay, so let's start off with the grammar clues, right? Do you like reading? For some of us, we love nothing but curling blank with a good book, getting lost in stories, the characters' lives, personalities, and blank adventures. Okay, so we are looking at the first blank, curling something with a good book. Right, so for this case, when you are, let's say, in a cozy corner, right, curling blank in a blanket. So this phrase is usually used together, right? When we use the phrase curling blank, it means that you are, let's say, it's like how we say tucked in, right? So curling up will be the phrase that is commonly used to show that you are curling up in the blanket, right? Being in a comfortable position. The characters' lives, personalities, and blank adventures. So, and whose adventures, right? We are referring to the characters already. So this will be very straightforward, which is their adventures. Okay, because we are referring to the characters. So this blank over here will be linked here. Okay, next. Some of us blank are not such avid readers and may find that we do not have the time blank the attention span to sit and read. Okay, some of us blank are not such avid readers. So we are showing a contrast now because for some of us we love nothing but curling up with a good book. So this implies that you like reading. Okay, but this means that you are not very keen in reading. So for this case, what would the answer be? Okay, you like and this one you don't like. So some of us, however, okay, some of us, however, are not such avid readers and may find that we do not have the time, blank the attention span to sit and read. So we are connecting time and the attention span to sit and read, right? Okay, so will it be time and or time or? So because there is no and over here, the only possible answer in this blank would be we do not have the time or the attention span to sit and read. Yet, many studies have shown the various benefits of reading and the positive impact that this can have on blank well-being. On what well-being? Right, on whose well-being, in fact. So, benefits of reading, we are talking about the people, right? And us. We as humans who like to read or don't like to read, there are several categories, right? Some of you enjoy reading to the point that you will read everywhere, but some really despise holding a book. So this would mean to say it is referring to us in general, our well-being. When you read, you dive into different worlds and your imagination blank run wild. Okay, your imagination blank run wild. It's now free to run wild, right? You can imagine everything that is happening in the book because it's written by words. It's fictional, non-fictional, right? You can just imagine it by the description itself. So F, may run wild. A study conducted blank Delgado, Vargas, Ackerman, and Salmeron, published in 2018. So this sounds like people's names, right? Delgado, Vargas, Ackerman, and Salmeron. So for question 17, it's pretty straightforward. The studies were conducted by the people. Okay, so you need to take note that this is a very important clue as well. Sometimes they will give you a location. And if you put conducted by, let's say, the Malayan, right? It means that you conducted it beside the Malayan. Okay? Or conducted by, if we were to say a building or a place, right? Let's say the Research Institute in Singapore, right? We have to say use a preposition instead of using by, because by is usually the people who are in charge of conducting the research. But when you are talking about a place, right, we say where we conduct the thing at. Conduct it outside the research institute, inside the research institute, or maybe even away from it, right? So question 18. Published in 2018 showed that the reading also improves written comprehension skills. Blank, this might seem obvious. The results also found that reading on paper helps you understand and remember what you read better. Okay, so blank, this might seem obvious. Right. While this might seem obvious, the results also found that reading on paper helps you understand and remember what you read better. Blank, reading on a screen. Okay, there is a comparison. Comparison between reading on paper and reading on a screen. Right, so we need to look at a word to actually compare these two things. So in the blanks over here, in the options that they gave us here, right, we have a word that we have yet to use that used to represent the contrast between the two things. Okay, so what would the answer be? Okay, hi, welcome everyone. So for those of you who are new here, please remember to follow us, like our live, and share it with your friends or family who may find this helpful. We are doing 1,200 grammar and vocabulary questions now. Okay, so the comparison word that we are looking at will be K, right? Then reading on a screen. So remember what you read better than reading on a screen, comparing reading on paper to the other options at the bottom. Okay, other students have shown that reading is good, blank our physical and mental health. Okay, good, blank us. So good for our physical and mental health, right? This is the preposition that we use after good. So this is good for this person or beneficial for you, right? When we are using the word for, it usually refers to it being directed to the person itself. Okay, the positive benefits of reading are numerous. Okay, so for those of you who are new here, welcome to our live session. We are doing 1200 grammar and vocabulary practice questions. So if you are actually interested to get this ebook and you don't know where to get it, you can actually head to our Writers at Work TikTok page over here. So from our TikTok, you can click on this link in bio. It will direct you to our ebook store just right here on the third button right below our website. Right. We are also currently running a June holiday program. So for those of you who are looking at last minute revision or crash courses, right, especially for P6 students who are struggling to maybe cram in some last minute revision, this June holiday program will be very suitable and helpful for those of you. Right. During your June holidays, remember to make use of your time wisely as well. So join us on our June holiday programs to learn more. And heading to our ebook store, you can see that we have 2025 new releases. So these are some of our new products that we have just launched this year. So you can see we have ACE PSLE English, top exam strategies, and must-have grammar cheat sheets. Right, we also have this special bundle discount for our Mastering Phrasal Verbs guidebook. Next, we also have 1200 PSLE grammar and vocabulary questions for you to see. So this is actually our best-selling product, right? 1200 PSLE grammar and vocabulary questions. We have done this just now, right? So feel free to browse through any of the products to read the description for more information. Or you can let me know in the comments down below that which of these ebooks are the ones that you are keen in buying and you're unsure of the details, right? Does this book contain an extra video? Does this have videos included, right? Just feel free to let me know in the comments below. Okay, so we have several products to target different areas of your English paper. So English consists of several components, right? You have listening comprehension, oral exams, composition, and your paper 2. So all of these have their own weightage for PSLE. So you shouldn't neglect any of these in your revision as well, right? Put in the most amount of time in an area that you are weaker in currently, right? Once you get the hang of it, once you understand how to do that area, let's say synthesis and transformation, right? After doing the ebook for synthesis and transformations, you are now able to solve, or let's say not solve, but answer the questions correctly. That will help you a lot in saving some time in your paper 2. Right, so doing more practice actually gains the momentum and helps you with your speed in exams as well. So if you finish the paper too slowly, you may not have time to finish all the questions, especially for comprehension open-ended. Okay, so Compre OE questions are actually one of the segments, right, that take the most amount of time from students. So by finishing these sections early on quickly and accurately, I would say, right, you get to finish your Compre OE earlier and you can check through your paper once. Okay, by checking through, you can make sure that, oh, you identify all your careless mistakes, right? Try to redo the questions and, spot any of the new clues that you didn't discover previously because you were rushing, right? Please don't rush in the exam as well. Read through the question carefully and answer accurately. So that can minimize the amount of careless mistakes that you make. So anyone, if you are interested in purchasing any of this ebook, just head to our ebook store, right? So go to our link in bio in our TikTok page right here above our email phone address, right? Just click on this link. If you are not sure how, you can also just head to the shop directly and we have the ebooks here for you. Okay, just click on it. Any product that you find will be helpful for you, right? Just browse through, read the description, and you see if it works for your studying or revision method. Okay, and that is all for today, right? Thank you all for joining our live session and answering all the questions. I hope you learned something new, and bye bye.